My name's Luke and I come from a small town called Carnarvon in North Wales. I'm a chef by trade, but in my spare time I like to come up with weird and wonderful business ideas. This time, to keep me motivated, I thought I'd bring you along for the ride. So sit down, relax, and let's build a business together. So in this video, I'm going to be creating some powders out of some of these chilies here that I've collected. I'll be using the dehydrator, and then I'll wait till they're dry and I'll blitz them up in a coffee grinder. I'll just set the tripod up and I'll show you how to prepare your peppers ready for the dehydrator. So before you prepare your chilies ready for the dehydrator, you need to give them a little wash, a little rinse, and pick out the bad ones out of the collection. Then what I do is just cut them in half like so and pop them on. So I'll fill this, pull the stalk out as well. I'll fill the first layer of first tray with red peppers, and then I'll do a few green and then a few yellow as well. So just pulling the stalk out, cut them in half, and then on we go. I'm not that much afraid of the chilies, so I'm not wearing gloves at the minute, but you know, if you're working with a load of chilies that are super hot like this, then you should probably put some gloves on to handle the chilies. So these ones I'll also be harvesting the seeds out of once I've dried them. So I'll be drying it at a low temperature of 35 degrees over about a day and a half to 2 days, just to make sure that we don't kill any seeds. So we'll just fill this top layer up with the red ones, keeping a few back for making a test sauce. There we go, just a couple more I think. There we go. Right, that'll do for the red ones. I'll just pop another tray on top. There we go. And let's do a few green ones. Trying to get the greenest ones that I can for this, just so that the powder is bright green. Obviously you can't harvest any seeds out of the green ones because they're not quite ripe enough, so the seeds haven't fully grown. But you can always make nice powders out of this, including the seeds. So it might be a little bit hotter than the red one that I do, because I'll be removing the seeds from them. Let's do 2 more I think, keeping a couple back for my test mint sauce. There we go, that's the green ones done. Right, so I'll pop another tray on and then get some yellow ones through. Got it the wrong way around, haven't I? There we go. There, just pop it down properly. A little bit too big. There we go. And let's get cracking on some yellow ones. Also with the yellow ones, you won't be able to harvest the seeds out of these either. So the best seeds are to be gotten from the really ripe chilies. That way the seeds have had enough chance to form and to fully grow. Not so much of the yellow ones, so I'll do 2 more small ones. One, 2. Then I'll keep all these for my test sauce later on. So I'll pop the top on there, and I'll just move the camera over, and we'll have a look at the settings for the dehydrator. So let's turn the dehydrator on. We'll change the temperature right down, so down to 35. Then time, that's 8 hours. Let's put it on for 48 for now, and obviously I'll check it after a day and a half just to see if it's dry enough. If not, I'll keep it going for the 48 hours, but if it's dry enough after a day and a half, then I'll switch it off, and we'll put it through the grinder. So I'll see you in a couple of days when we'll be ready to grind the powders down. See you in a bit. So the dehydrator, it's been on for about 5 to 6 days now, so it took a bit longer than I thought it would. They weren't quite bone dry enough when I checked them after 2 days, so I've just let it go for an extra 3 to 4 days. I'll just set the tripod back up again, and then I'll show you how to make powders. Okay, so let's have a little look at these chilies. So they've dried out pretty well, and they're smelling pretty good. What I'm going to do first is take the seeds out of the red pods here, and then we'll turn them into powder using my coffee grinder here. Right, let's get some seeds out. It's 5 out of that pod. So looking at these, should be getting around 10 to 12 seeds out of each pod. So I'll try and grow 1 or 2 of these just to make sure that they germinate okay after the dehydrating process, and then I'll be selling some seeds on my website, welshchilli.com. I've got a few more red chilies that I'm going to put through the dehydrator as well, just to give me a bigger bulk of seeds. But yeah, these are pretty bone dry in a minute, which they should be if you're going to create a powder. Right, I'll take the rest of these seeds out, and then I'll be right back with you when I'll be putting it through the coffee machine, coffee grinder. I'll see you in a bit. So out of those chilies, I've managed to get 170 seeds. I'll be keeping 50 of them myself, and then I'll be selling the rest of them in these small little Milo bags, just to keep the freshness in. I'll be selling them for £3.50 per 10, and then there'll be a postage charge on top of that because I'm going international. Visit welshchilli.com to get your hands on some Dragon's Breath chili seeds. Right, that's all the seeds done. Right, let's get to making some powder with this. So I've only got a little coffee grinder. I'll be buying a bigger one when I go into doing the big numbers. I've also bought some of these spice jars just to hold the chili powder. Let's plug this baby in. Right, it's just the right size actually for the amount of chilies I'm drying out. Just pop on the lid and let's grind it down. Right, that's fine enough. I wish I'd grabbed the brush to get all this powder off. I'll grab a knife or something now. Got most of it out anyway. I'll just grab a little utensil to try and get the rest of that out. Plastic fork will do. There we go. Let's get as much as we can of that out. I'll be using these powders to create some rubs. I'll do a video on one of them soon. These are just the test ones, obviously. When I get the HO over to give us a rating on the summer house, we'll be creating some spice mixes to sell. Right, get as much of this out as we can. Don't want to waste any of the good old powders. It's smelling quite nice actually, pretty citrusy. That'll do. Right, let's see how much we've got. Not a bad amount actually. It's a good 50 grams there. Right, I'll clear this all up and we'll get on to making the yellow one. So here are the yellow ones. We're not going to bother taking the seeds out the yellow because they won't germinate. They haven't had enough time to form. So we'll just pop all these bad boys in there. While I was off camera there, I just had a little taste of the red chili powder, and wow, isn't it? I only had a little piece off the fork, and it's pretty hot. Right, let's get this yellow one done. There we go, that's good and fine. Let's just clear the rest of the red chili powder out with a jug. There we go. Right. This smells even more citrusy. Looks like the more unripe you go, the sweeter the smell by the looks of things. Chili should become sweeter when it's ripened, but it's definitely got a nice smell to the nose on this one, on the yellow one. Wow. Lovely. Right, get the rest of this out in there. I've had a little bit of an idea on top of the spice mixes. I'm thinking of starting another little project. The idea was to make super hot flavour packets for instant noodles. So what you'd do is you'd buy your noodles from a store. They're pretty cheap. You can get super noodles for about 80p, and you can get cheaper versions for about 30p. So you'd buy the noodles and you'd chuck away the seasoning packet, and then buy one of my seasoning packets, which will be super hot. That's got a few weeks yet till I've experimented with the flavours, but I'm sure I'll create another video on that. So I'll be selling single portions of spice mix with all the stock and everything in it, ready for your instant noodles. That'll do. Right, about 30, 35, 40 grams again. Okay, I'll clean this stuff up again, and I'll be back with the green chilies. So as you can see here with the green chilies, some of them have ripened to yellow. I'll be looking at that and how I can keep them greener while they're drying out. Maybe put the green ones in at a higher temperature, just to get them dry quicker, so they don't keep on ripening while the process is going on. But I'm going to pop them in anyway, and hopefully we'll get a vibrant green colour with the added yellow that'll be created inside. So hopefully it will be nice and vibrant green. Fingers crossed. Right. There we go. That'll do. Yeah, you can still see a little bit of the yellowing going through, you see. So yeah, I'll definitely be looking on how to get that back to green. And I think, yeah, we'll try at a higher temperature to dry them out, and we'll try and keep all the pods green. Maybe the high temperature will make them go a little bit more yellow, but hopefully not. We'll have a little play around with that. I'll create another video just to see if we can sort that out. But it still looks quite nice, yellowy green. I'll just grab another container, another jar. And where's our jug? Right there. Right. There we go. Not as much of the green stuff, because as you can see, I've lost half of it on the counter there. Not to worry. There we go. About 10-15 grams there. So that's it for this video. A tree colour of chili powders. These will probably clump up. The spice tubs that you get usually, they've got stuff in them to stop the spice from clumping up into clumps. But once you mix these through with other spices that have already got the stuff to stop them clumping in them, they should be fine, and they'll stay granular like this. So that's it on this video. On the next video we'll be having a second look at my super hot mint sauce, and I'll be showing you how that's getting along. It's fermenting at the minute, and it shouldn't be too long fermenting. So we'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra! If you like the video, guys, please subscribe. We'll be giving away free prizes after we reach 1,000 subscribers. Please also like and comment. We like to know what you think of our videos. We'll see you on the next video.